Jerry Mcworter custom cue just came into the inventory at Crossroad Cues. Very close to new condition. What's really interesting about this cue is that you are going to be hard pressed to get Jerry or most of these world famous cue makers to work on the player quality cues. You got to get them while they're out there. The minimum you'll usually get from Jerry is a 6 point. And then everything else that he works on and sells internationally is going to be big cues, 5,000, 6,000, 8,000, 10,000. The neat thing about it is this player quality cue right here is made with the exact same Mcworter quality. Jerry is never going to put anything that's subpar out of his shop. The point being, this is going to play just like a $4,000 or $5,000 cue. Maybe you want something that's a little bit understated that you can take to leagues, take to the tournaments. You want that world-class playability without being too flashy or having stuff in your arsenal or your bag that somebody might actually get a second thought about grabbing when you turn your head. Here you go. Simple but powerful, made by the world-famous Mr. Jerry Mcworter, a man that we are privileged to call our friend at Crossroad Cues. I play with his cues. I collect his cues. He is a fantastic, world-renowned cue maker. And this cue just came into the inventory. I've got several of his cues in my own collection, or I would be keeping this, no question about it. Highly figured, curly in the forearm and the butt sleeve. Jerry always puts a matching joint protector. That's a 3/8-10 pin, standard 3/8-10 Mcworter pin. You've got the double silver trim, also indignant of a Mcworter cue. That's the interesting thing. Jerry did a recent interview where he was talking about his cues and how he doesn't really change much on his cues. He even referred to them as player friendly, even though many collectors all over the world like to collect Jerry's cues. The player comes first. The playability comes first. If you have not hit with or played with a Mcworter, I'll give you a 100% money back guarantee. If you buy this and you don't like the way it plays, or you don't think it's one of the best playing cues you've ever hit a ball with, you heard it from the horse's mouth, send it back. No questions asked. They hit real solid, very, very, very consistent. All of his cues, are going to play similar because of his construction process. The weight on this one, there's your balance right there, slightly forward weighted like it should be. Each Mcworter has a number at the bottom right there, and they're not in sequence, by the way, but that's how he tracks his cues. Mcworter 2210. You got the nice white ring with silver trim above and below the wrap. Another thing about Jerry's cues that may seem minuscule to you, but it's a big deal to me because I like leather wraps. This has a really good quality leather wrap. I think he uses some type of like a pigskin or a boar's hide. Nice smooth leather wrap. Seamless installation. Everything you get out of a Mcworter is going to be first class. And again, the first priority is the playability. So nice cue, 15.4 ounces on the butt, 3.7 on the shaft. This is a nice, very nice quality straight grain maple Mcworter shaft that came with this cue. The cue's in, close to new condition. You're not going to find any dents or dings on this cue. There's a little couple tiny marks right there on the butt cap. No big deal. Barely noticeable. It rolls laser straight. And I think there was a tiny mark right there at the joint that you can, barely even see it right there at the joint. Tiny. And then the shaft, which also rolls straight, has a 1-inch natural ferrule. No overseas shipping on this one. Natural ferrule. 3.7 ounces on the shaft. 12.75. That is a standard maple shaft. This is not a low deflection shaft. He does make low deflection also. 15.4 on the butt, 3.7 on the shaft. If you were to try to get one of these player quality Merry Widow cues from Mcworter, they run about $1,800 to $1,900, and they're going to constantly be sold out everywhere. This one, I would give a 9 out of 10 rating for condition. It rolls perfect, by the way. There you go. I'll roll it out for you. Those of you that are following us on YouTube or Facebook, do me a favor. Check out our website, crossroadcues.com. You can see pictures of this or many of our custom cues that we have available. We do not work on cues. People have been messaging me about getting work done, we can give you a good referral, but we don't work on them. We have the privilege of selling them and playing with them. Love that curly maple that he's got going all the way through there. Really nice, classy looking cue. Again, understated, but powerful on the table. Nice, consistent hit. And the shaft rolls out nice and straight as well. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see more of our stuff if you like or follow our Facebook page, Crossroad Cues Gallery. Anyway, this cue is $1,800 to $1,900 if you can find one. We're going to do it at only $1,575 plus shipping. Jerry Mcworter, the legendary Jerry Mcworter. Amazing musician, amazing pool player, amazing guy, by the way. If you haven't had a chance to talk to him, you need to walk up to him, get a picture, shake his hand, tell him Eddie P from Crossroad Q sent you. The next time you go to the Super Billiards Expo, or you can bump into him if you can get him off the table at the Derby City Classic, which is coming up, by the way. Mcworter Custom Q, just $1,575. Only $1,575 while it lasts. I will mark it sold, and we don't expect it to be here for a long time. Thanks for taking a look. Crossroad Cues.